A tale about understanding someone else's rhythm, Kaelani the Swift and Rami the Snail. Have you ever felt like someone you care about moves at a completely different speed than you do? The sky-high community garden was a bustling place tucked between tall buildings. Here lived Kaelani, a swift, glossy bluebird whose very name meant the quick one. Kaelani loved speed. She could zoom past the lavender, dip over the kale, and be back at her nest in an instant. Down below, under a giant zucchini leaf, lived Rami, a garden snail. Rami was a character of quiet contemplation whose shell was moss green. He saw the garden's beauty in its stillness, the tiny veins on a leaf, the dewdrop's reflection. Rami's motto was simple: the journey is the only destination. Kaelani and Rami were, improbably, neighbors. One morning, Kaelani was practicing her supersonic figure 8. "Rami, did you see it?" she chirped. Rami was inching across a small pebble. He blinked. "See what, dear Kaelani?" "The morning sun angling through the dew to create a rainbow. It's magnificent." Kaelani hopped impatiently. "No! My figure 8 was 1.2 seconds faster. I'm setting a new speed record. Come to the sunflower patch. They're having a pollination race. It's electric." Rami retracted slightly into his shell, politely. "A pollination race? That sounds quite taxing. I was planning to reach the patch by sunset to have a mindful nibble of that crisp leaf at the base of the tallest sunflower." Kaelani tilted her head, confused. "Sunset? Rami, the sun is barely up. Why take so long? Just go, go, go. Why do you always have to be so slow?" Rami sighed, a tiny ripple in his slime trail. "And why must you always be so fast? If you move at the speed of zoom, how do you notice the things that matter, like the patterns the aphids make on the underside of that marigold?" "Aphids? Who cares about aphids when there's a record to break?" Kaelani scoffed. Rami's slowness frustrated her. She shot into the air, calling back, "Shh! See you whenever!" Kaelani avoided Rami for days. Her heart felt heavy. She was winning the races, yet the victories tasted like dry seed. One afternoon, disaster struck. The garden caretakers needed a rare, perfect red berry for the annual harvest fair. The vine was protected by prickly thorns and dense nettles, too thick for a bird to fly through. Kaelani and her swift friends couldn't get through the branches. The berry seemed unreachable. "It's impossible," groaned a weary robin. "We need someone small enough to crawl through the base, but smart enough not to get lost." Kaelani, perched on the fence, suddenly remembered Rami. He never flew, he always moved through the landscape, not over it. He had an uncanny knack for noticing small details. Hesitantly, Kaelani flew back to the zucchini leaf. Rami was exactly where she had left him days ago, now slowly enjoying his perfect leaf. "Rami," Kaelani said, her voice softer than a whisper. "I need your help. We all do. We need the crimson jewelberry, and only someone who can navigate the tiny spaces can reach it." Rami looked up, his eye stalks swaying. "The thorns and the nettles, you mean?" They require a slow, deliberate pace. Kaelani took a deep breath. I was wrong to rush you. I thought fast meant best. Now I see my speed is a weakness here. I can't see the path you take. Rami sensed the genuine sincerity in her voice. Every speed has its purpose, Kaelani. My slowness lets me see the micro world. Your swiftness means you can deliver the prize once it's found. Kaelani and Rami made a plan. Rami would crawl beneath the thicket, following the tiny gaps between the thorns. Kaelani would perch above, acting as his eyes for the larger obstacles and pointing out the best routes from her aerial view. Rami, move 2 snail lengths to the left. There's a sharp root spike ahead. Kaelani chirped. Rami concentrated, inching forward, noticing the safest micro paths. After what felt like an eternity to Kaelani, Rami reached the berry vine. He carefully nudged the berry free, protecting it with his shell. Got it, Rami called out. Kaelani swooped, took the berry, and delivered it to the harvest fair in a flash, saving the day. When she returned, Kaelani sat quietly beside Rami. She pointed out a tiny, shimmering beetle she would never have noticed before. I still love to fly fast, Rami, Kaelani confessed. But I'm starting to love seeing the world at your speed too. It's like there are 2 equally amazing gardens. Rami smiled, the wisest of snail grins. There are many speeds to life, Kaelani, and the best journey is the one you take with friends who show you a world you couldn't see before. Every heart needs a little guidance, and every family deserves these tools. If you know a parent whose child could use this lesson, please share this story. And for more adventures that nurture your child's inner world, subscribe to Storiella. We're waiting.